Hey guys, it's Sandeep from RevAtlas, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at the first impressions of the OnePlus 5 smartphone. So let's start with what's possibly the most controversial part of the OnePlus 5, which is the design and the build quality itself. The OnePlus 5 has a design that's almost exactly like the OnePlus 3 and 3T at the front, since it has pretty much the same size display, the fingerprint scanner and all the elements, but what's different is the rounded corners. The OnePlus 5 is actually a bit easier to hold and use in the hand, especially thanks to the slim 7.25mm frame that makes it really good to hold, and the curved back. Now coming over to the back, people say that the phone looks very much like the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, and although I do see similarities, I don't think it's actually exact copy, especially if you see the device in real. So the device is made of anodized aluminum, and it comes in two different colors. One is midnight black that you have here, and the other is a lighter variant called slate grey. Coming to a display, it has a 5.5-inch optic AMOLED display that works beautifully outdoors. It's protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5, but it does come with a screen protector, a plastic one out of the box. You get 1080p resolution in this, which is not all that great considering that it is the year 2017 and most other smartphones have 1440p at least, especially when it comes to being a flagship. Coming to a fingerprint scanner, this has a ceramic fingerprint scanner, which is the fastest on any smartphone till date, even including iPhones or the Pixel devices, and that remains the same with the OnePlus 5 as well. Ceramic also means that you won't get any scratches on this, and it actually feels good to use. At the top, you have a 16-megapixel camera, which takes good quality selfies in well-lit conditions. Under low-light conditions, it's sort of okay in our experience so far. You have the earpiece, you have the ambient light and proximity sensors as well. On the side, you have something called the horizon line, which OnePlus is calling as a major element in terms of design and a distinguishing factor when it comes to other smartphones. So this horizon line runs all across the device from the top to the bottom, and sort of gives a good feeling and gives the feeling that it's actually slimmer than the 7.25mm that it already is. On the left side, you have the volume rocker key and the different profile keys. So you have one for ring, one for do not disturb, and the other for silent. So it's similar to what you would get on an iPhone, but instead it is a 3-stage key, and it even has a grooved diamond cut design that helps distinguish from the volume key without even looking. On the other side, you have the power button, and you also have the SIM card slot over here, which is actually a dual SIM card slot. The device can take 2 nano SIM cards, but there's no scope for expansion. But you do have two different memory storage versions with UFS 2.1 storage, with either 64GB of onboard storage or 128 gigs of onboard storage. Speaking of cameras, the main camera on the OnePlus 5 is a 16-megapixel unit with a Sony IMX398 sensor, 1.12 micron pixel size and f1.7 aperture, but there is no optical image stabilization on this. The secondary camera is a telephoto camera, much like the iPhone 7 Plus, but this time around it has 20 megapixels of resolution. It has a Sony IMX350 sensor and 1 micron pixel size, as well as f2.6 aperture. At the bottom, you have the speaker itself, which is still a mono speaker, but is pretty loud in terms of the output and is much louder than the OnePlus 3 and 3T. You have a USB Type-C port, which does support speeds of only up to USB 2.0, so that's a major omission on OnePlus. And you also have the 3.5mm jack, which luckily still remains on the device. The OnePlus 5 is also one of the first devices, apart from the Galaxy S8, to come with Bluetooth 5.0, and it even supports aptX and aptX HD for wireless audio streaming in high quality. Apart from that, there's a 3300 mAh battery under the hood, which OnePlus says is actually better and more power efficient compared to the previous generation, which also had a 3000 mAh battery on the OnePlus 3 and a 3400 mAh battery on the OnePlus 3T. You still get dash charging technology, which you have to use the original charger and the cable, but it does charge really fast, as we have come to expect. Coming to the price, the OnePlus 5 with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage will set you back Rs 32,999, while the higher end variant with 8GB of RAM and 128 gigs of storage will set you back Rs 37,999. So that was our first impressions of the OnePlus 5. If you like this video, do hit the like button, do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching this video, and see you again in the next one.